right back into the end of the game, the base game, because we're going to be playing Trespasser, the DLC for Dragon Age. So, I love this DLC. Despair demons are vulnerable to fire damage. Well, I think most of the demons are vulnerable to fire damage, except for the rage demons, because they're made of fire. So, oh no, it's broke. Uh oh. There we go. Wait. It's trying really hard to get me in. Ah, we appear to be stuck. Sorry, I had to... There we go, I had to switch it off. Okay. I had to hit the home button, like the PlayStation home button. And the, everything got shut off. So, anyway. Yeah, I was stuck. Like, she wouldn't move at all. And I'm like, go! And she's like, never! So I had to hit the home button. Oh, you're all back! Kind of. Something's missing. Why does it feel like there's too much space right here? Like there should be more people standing here. Okay. Hello! Yes, I'm going to be getting married someday. Yes! I gotta go to the table. We're gonna get all up in Trespasser. I mean, we should be. That's where we should be going. Oh, man.
Is it me, or is Cassandra more solemn than usual?
Lady Pendergast only
what you said didn't show up because I had my app shut, so you might have to repeat
Cassandra
yourself.
hates being called Lady
I'm sorry.
Pendergast. I look forward to seeing
We should all just call her Lady Pendergast. Like now, all the time. Just what? Oh, hi, Lady Pendergast. She's like, what the heck's happening? She just freaks out and starts punching people in the face. Our soldiers report that they passed through the tunnel without incident and surprised a sizable Venatori encampment. Good. Oh, it's my waifu. Okay, you can go down, chat. You don't have to do this. You're being annoying on purpose. There we go. After the battle, they had to find a different route back because the tunnel had been collapsed. They found this letter. Leliana. Yeah, no, I finally got back on here. I'm like, I need to play some more Dragon Age because, you know, I'm going to be starting school soon and I might not have as much time to stream. Plus, Dragon Age is like game crack for me. So I'm like, I gotta get on that Dragon Age. You follow instructions well. Respect of our territory is a first step. We shall see. Benthis Warhelm Kalsharak. It sounds like a Kunari name. You need to get the bull on that shit. Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Tethris, are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Not that I mind. I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Jarek. I know it has been added at the bottom. Message deciphered, translation follows. My name is Varric Tethris, and I'm a Bronto-looking backstabber who steals customers. A Scrivener. Varric's gonna be like, I've never licked a Bronto, but I do steal customer. I do that. Are they all free right now? They are. We step forward, not back, no apologies. What happens with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. Sure. We'll let Josephine handle that. That seems very, like, diplomatic. A lot of these things are very, like, Josephine-y, because, like, Cullen just wants to punch everything. Hey, Hey, what's going on, man? Cullen just wants to punch everything. And no, you know what? I did not click on what you said I did. I wanted to look at this. Is this it? Oh. A Teventer mage by the name of Virilius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus. Yeah, that's another, like, there's so many things in here that you just have to have Josephine do because Cullen wants to punch everything and Liliana wants to stab everything, and I'm like, guys, sometimes you gotta take the subtle way. Jesus. Calm down. Here we go. Hard and Hightown and Worthy Jor. Ruffles, Nightingale, and various agents named after crummy jobs. Thanks for looking into this bullshit mess for me. Based on what you've told me, there's only one person I can think of who specifically uses Bronte liquor as an insult and also can't write worth a damn. Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Kirkwall, although why he'd do all this I have no idea. I owe you all drinks. Varric. Do it, Liliana. Okay. I have so much to do on this table, but we're just gonna leave it and hope for the best so we can go over to the DLC. Yeah. With Crifius dead and the threat of Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do Inquisition stuff. Let's go get yelled at, because they always want to freaking yell at us for no reason. The Exalted Council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halam Shirel, thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors. We are ready to depart at your convenience. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that that negotiation was her telling them that they were going to have the Exalted Council at the Winter Palace, or she was going to break all of their throats. And they're like, okay. Okay. Alright, I don't have Solus anymore, because this is a very Solus-oriented DLC. But I still have my boy, Dorian, who would never leave me behind. Still got Cassie, who would fucking leave any type of thing for any reason to help me stab a bitch. And I still have my adopted child. And I wish I could use Cullen. Just be like, come on, hubby, let's go stab some people in the face. And he's like, alright. He'd be very... I think like the reason that you wouldn't want to bring Cullen with you while you're in a relationship with him is because he'd be very like, be careful. It's like, dude, I fucking killed Periphas. I love you, but calm down. He wouldn't like... I mean, he's never seen me dive off the library railing onto a table, so...
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
I just
At
love how he's like,
increasing
I don't
political
want to
cost,
be here.
She has done all she
It's
can,
like he's
but
being
the
forced to
Exalted
go to a
Council
family
has become
reunion. And
necessary.
he's like, I hate everyone here except for you,
Orlais would
Inquisitor.
control us.
I love you, but I
And
hate everyone
based on
else.
their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
He's like, gross. I'm already in a
Our real
relationship.
concern is Ferelden. He would see us disbanded entirely.
Hi, Ferelden, hi. This is why I'm gonna go hang out with those Orlesians. Ferelden and Orlais hate each other, and they find like the smallest things to, uh-oh. 1 second, guys.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the exalted plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Sorry, Josh called me. I still haven't found a babysitter for the boys, so in a little bit I gotta go down and talk to one of the neighbors and see if she knows anybody. Okay. Sitting from the exalted plains, the Dales are finally recovering. Yeah, thanks to you. I like this lady. She's alright. Even though she fucking got in my face about Dorian.
For us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
Like, when you're in a relationship with Dorian, she's like, I feel like you're influencing the Inquisitor in a bad way. And I'm like, you mean like banging? Because is that bad?
Please give my compliments.
Or do you mean because I keep diving off of
Divine Victoria
places on the tables? He never does that. That's all me. If anyone's a bad influence, it's the Inquisitor. You mean Cassandra? Yeah, they all call her Divine Victoria, and I'm like, her name is Cassandra.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
I mean, I only need a babysitter twice a week for like an hour and a half at the end of the day. And it's like someone who can like pick the kids up from school and then sit with them until I get home, because I get out of school at 4 and they get out of school at 3:30. So
how do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it.
I don't know, I kind of feel like the Sunburst throne and sitting on it is kind of like being on a battlefield, just in a different way.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate.
I'm hoping that when I go down and talk to the Bernardus lady, the lady who gave us the chocolate for Christmas, that maybe she'll know somebody. Because she has 2 kids. She has one that's 10, and she has a daughter who's like a senior in high school. So, you know, I'm hoping that she just knows someone. Oh, we all know who the Tevinter ambassador is.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
It's my lovey.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Paris.
Every time they talk about him, I slightly girl out, just because he's the best. I don't know what it is about him. I like
I
characters
allowed my
like
distrust
Dorian's
of Tevinter to cloud my judgment.
because
He took a great risk
they
coming
come
to
from a
help us
place
and
where
deserve
everyone
better
hates
treatment.
them. And
You're
not only
going to
that, but he's
apologize
gay,
to Dorian.
so
I have little patience for those
you know,
who
he's
cannot
been through like a
admit
lot
they
of
were
like
wrong,
hate
Your
and
Worship.
prejudice over that. He goes
Myself
through a lot of hate
included.
and prejudice for being
I will
Tevinter.
have to make my apologies
And he's very like
somewhere public.
self-deprecating,
He will want an
and it's hard for
audience
him,
his
like when he
reaction.
pays himself a compliment, it's always backhanded. Like he'll say things like he's pretty, but then he'll start talking about how bad it is being his friend because he's Tevinter. He's very self-deprecating, but he's also very genuine. So I really like that. I love Dorian. It's like Hancock from Fallout 4. You know, they're both they're both sassy, and I got into a relationship with both of them for that reason.
I understand he spent much of
I
the
was
last
like,
few years
well,
in Kirk.
okay, Hancock,
I believe
the first
Sir
time you meet him,
Blackmore
he
has
stabs a
returned
guy
as
to
well,
death for fucking
although
with
he
you.
now uses the name Connie
It's like,
Enjoy
oh, you're
time
just gonna
with
try
them
and
while
steal
you
that
can.
guy's stuff, that guy that just walked into
I
my
doubt you will
town,
have
and then
a
he
chance
just
once the
freaking
exalted
stabs him
council
to
is
death.
underway.
And he's like, how you doing? And I'm like, fine, I think I just fell in love, but I'm fine. And then like the first time I meet Dorian, he's like underneath one of those stupid fade rifts, and he's like, oh, you showed up, fantastic, want to help me close this? And I'm like, damn, you're pretty, yes.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final
I do, I
question,
love my
if I may.
sass. You can see it in my
This
writing
exalted
too.
council,
I always have a
though
character
Elden
who's
would
super
have the
sassy, I just
Inquisition
can't help it.
disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
We're not going anywhere, or our work is done. Which, I feel like our work is never done. But we did beat Corypheus, which was the whole point of forming the Inquisition, but then after the events of this DLC, I kind of feel like the Inquisition is going to be needed again. God, I can't wait for the next game. I want to play it so bad. I can taste it. That freaking teaser was just Solus just sassily being like, oh, you found me. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna come back here. I'm really excited. Let's just do... We're not going anywhere.
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let
There's
someone
gonna be a lot of
push us into
girlish
the standing.
screeching, I feel, like
Then I wish you luck in the
velociraptor screams
negotiations to come.
over... I swear,
Make
they
of
better
what
not
you
hurt my
will,
babies.
Inquisitor. I will not
Okay?
keep you
I better
any
be able to punch Solus in the throat and knock him out and drag his ass home by one of his pointy ass ears. Like, I found him. Just like throw him on the floor. They're like, what the hell? And it's like, yeah, that's right. I brought him home. I did that. His story is so sad. It's like, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, he's making this decision on his own. So there's just a point where you have to knock the piss out of your best friend. Just have to. If you can't stand up and tell your friends when they're being stupid, then there's no point in being friends.
Council on her position.
This shan't be at its best. Waiting for their high
Cole
moment
in the
to
last few
serve
years.
you.
Inquisitor, your suggestion regarding the young man Cole was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. Awesome. That's right. I forgot about that. They're using him to, like, find people that are, you know, lost or, like, bad guys. When hostile forces held our agents and we feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he has been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, I have learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. Per your request, I have limited his assistance to rescue operations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would be poorly served by the less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Yours, Charter. Aww. God, you gotta love Cole. He's a sweetie. This is why I adopted him. Josephine in the last few years. Dear Inquisitor Llewellyn, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers. I have written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court, our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this exalted council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montilier. Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, unfortunately I must report that my attempt to use nugs in place of messenger birds in the deep roads has not gone well. On the first attempt, the nugs I released would not even go in the right direction, choosing instead to run around in circles and collide with walls while trying to squirm out from under the message canisters. That's so cute. After considerable training, the second attempt went slightly better, with only half trying to escape their collars, while the others at least tried to go in the right direction. However, none of the nugs arrived at their destination. I will require some Tartar's time in dealing with an Orlesian noblewoman I believe to be intercepting my nugs. From my surveillance, she appears to be dressing them in little frocks that are simply terrible, Nightingale. Oh, that's so cute. I forgot. I always forget that Liliana has this thing for, like, nugs. Like, she has a couple that are her pets. Oh, yes, I will take your napkin and make it my own. Hi guys, how you doing? Everyone doing fine? Hear any sweet rumors about me? Oh, hi Josephine. How you doing? Let's go do stuff. Let's do stuff together.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Do I need to punch a bitch in the throat?
It is quite alarming.
No, dang it.
It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Yes.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all,
we should just grab Cullen
but the ministers may...
and Dorian.
No.
And just keep on walking.
This meeting was to spend
until
time
someone
with you
stops
in a more
us.
relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely.
I love that she's scheduling friendship time.
There is a small entertainment happening tonight.
She just writes it down. She's like, spend time with Inquisitor. She totally fucking rocks.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you've worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
I got a lot of culture the last time we were here. A lot of dancing and demons and death. Let's go.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a
that's
single
true.
evening out.
Everything, like, during the base game, it was just like, go, go, go!
And what is this small entertainment?
It's like, what do you mean you want to stop and look at the trees?
Something to ease our minds.
Like, I'm an elf, that's my thing, I like
to
fucking
surprise you with
trees.
the details.
That's something in D&D, like, elves are very, like, it's not that they're stupid, it's just that they take a lot of time to observe every single little thing around them. Like, they will spend hours just looking at a tree. Just standing there looking at it. Observing it. Getting to know it. Like, people are just, boom, that's a fucking fir tree. Elves are like, yes, it is a fir tree, but... And then they'll go into J.R. Tolkien levels of detail. And the person's like, we should... There's a dragon.
Why not? Josephine, I put myself in your capable hands.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
A calm night out.
Bravo!
It's a loud
Bravo!
play. Look at the Inquisitor's like, the fuck is happening? I come from the woods. What just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me,
I love
did
how she
you
fucking
enjoy the
backtracked.
performance?
It's really simple. You know what? It's not. You've never seen a play here.
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Oh no, it's fine.
Truly.
Don't worry about it, man.
That part with the glittery... And they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
I
Then
love that
call
sometimes
tonight
my
a
Inquisitor
great
goes
success.
cross-eyed for just no reason.
Oh, look! The encore signal!
The Inquisitor's like, wait, encore? That wasn't the end of the play? It's like, nope. I'm like, oh. Okay.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Yeah, that's what I love about concerts, is all that sweet-ass tinnitus. I love how it says it's optional to catch up with old friends. No, that should be a requirement, okay? If you're friends, you need to do the catching up. Optional. Psh. Oh, it's just unlocked for no reason. Sweet. Any notes in here? Hey, I hope you don't mind me breaking into your house and fucking stealing stuff that's just setting up. Ooh, there's things. There's a bone? A bone! These are important. If you find them, pick them up. There's like 10 of them or 20 of them or some shit. There's a dog around here that Cullen is just smitten with. That I am immediately like, do you want a dog? Because I like dogs. So if you want 20 dogs, we can have a whole pack. And they can just help me murder things. What? Bard to the Inquisitor? What is this? That's something I really love about you. Is how you just pick out like the weirdest shit that comes out of my mouth. It's the best. Like I'll go through your comments on YouTube and I'm like, this is awesome. She picks out all the weird stuff I say and I love it. Varric!
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to
It's
you
a
as
big
well.
ol' fuck you. In layman's terms, he
Inquisitor,
wants you to, you
on
know,
Froste's ass,
and
am I ever
yeah.
glad to see you?
That's what I'm here for.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven.
Hi,
Until
Bran.
recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
Are you here to represent Kirkwall in the Exalted Council, Viscount Bran?
Provisional Viscount, which sadly is no longer my office. I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
I know, right?
Well, it seems
Even
the two
he's
of
like,
you
I
have a
didn't
great
ask
deal
for
to
this.
discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
Ooh, that's
So, it turns
salt.
out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf
Well,
in charge?
they're putting you in
They
charge,
voted me in
Varric.
because I
He's
got
gonna
the
get
harbor
something
and
blown
businesses
up.
up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a comtesse now.
I love how
You
that guy
can't
can hear.
actually do that without...
Too late. Already. I also drafted an
This
alliance
guy
with the new
is so
elf-led City
stressed.
Council of Wycombe, so Clan Llewellyn has some political muscle to
Yes,
flex
my
now.
clan.
That needs to be reviewed by...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Yeah, you're interrupting, Bran. I'm gonna push you out of a tower. Sorry. I watched that part of Game of Thrones, so...
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing.
I think I watched
Don't
like
mention it.
2.5 episodes and
Oh,
I'm like, this
that
is
reminds
boring.
me.
And then I tried to read
It's
the
the
first
key
book and
to
I'm
the
like, this
city.
is also
You
boring.
can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's
They just changed a lot.
symbolic Anyway.
And they changed a lot
It
from book to
controls
show.
one of the
For
giant
what I like to
chain
call
nets in
the shock
harbor.
factor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Can I try it out? Let's do that one.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end
No.
with the Inquisition.
Oh yeah, well you just
But
wait till I
whatever
come to
gets
Kirkwall.
decided, you've got a
Varric
place
will let me
lined
do
up in
whatever I
Kirkwall
want.
if you want it.
I'm his best friend.
Also,
And
control
Hawk.
of the harbor, I guess.
Yes.
Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I will
As long as Cullen winds up naked
Don't
again.
bet any public buildings this time.
Stop betting buildings, Varric. That's where I draw the line. This poor guy. The type of job he got. Oh my god, he's like, I hate everything. They gave me a job to work with Varric Tethris, and guess what? I have to keep stopping him from giving everything away. It's like, that sounds about right. Oh, doggy bone. Me? Are you talking about me? Am I just what you needed? I'm just what everyone needs. No? Okay. What's this? Half-finished poem. Skin like gauze across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes? Maker, I hope my lady's patient. Did Cullen write this? He's like, I'm not good with words. I don't word good. I'm a soldier. Look, I got you a present. It's a sword. I'd be like, ecstatic. He'd be like, they said that girls like girly stuff, but then I was like, you know what? I want to get her a sword, and I'd be like, sweet. There's my boy Blackwall. Alright. I'm gonna read about him before talking to him. Blackwall in the last few years. Inquisitor, I hope this letter finds you well. I apologize for my prolonged absence. I have traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company, and I am writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Niklaus Lorry. He goes by Klaus now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in any way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Klaus is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. It didn't take him long for recognition to dawn, and then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my head. Pies that were fresh from the oven, mind you. It was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies even after months of searching and making reparations. It was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk, and we ended the visit with ales and at the Hanged Man. I should return within the month. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. Yours, Tom Rayner. That's good. That's good that he was able to find someone that's like, you son of a bitch! And then like later it's like, fine, I guess we can be friends again. Here's some booze and meat pies. Just throws more at him. How come you missed the first time?
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away.
Stabbiness. Gonna get married
and after the
soon.
betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were
Picking
worth
up
about
dog
as much as
treats.
shit.
Are you glad you at least tried to apologize?
It's hard to say. I go back and forth most days. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows
I think
was
this is
difficult.
like 2 or 3
This was
months or
worse.
something after
100
killing
times
Corypheus.
worse.
Something like that.
Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm
So
not
what have you been
sure what
doing?
to think of this council.
What? Oh, sitting at
No matter
home
what.
looking at a map.
You know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
You missed. Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better.
Yeah, let's have a contest. You want to go? You seen me. I got a target that allows me to just lock onto things. So yes, I think I can do better because the game gives me a cheat. I love how there's just... okay, so this sword that's covered in blood is selling things. Suspicious. Suspicious demon sword. No, I want whatever's on the floor. There it is. I want to know who just tossed these treats around. You know, like they're just walking through. Oh, there's a lady here. I was like, Okay. First there's that dog that's running the shop, and now there's a sword. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sins and aligns itself with Orlais, properly this time. Nonsense, Marcel. Ferelden is here for blood. A day before they either demand it outright or threaten war on us if they don't get it. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere. I have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine. Ugh, my throat. 1 second. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you if the Divine settles the fate of the Inquisition. Done. 1,000 from each of you once the Inquisition has ceded sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. You two will beggar me. Leonard, are you out? Don't be ridiculous. 1,000 royals on the Fereldans getting their way after all. Don't take bets on me without letting me get in on it. Okay? It's like, come on. I don't know why my throat is so raspy right now. Just is. I might have to go get me more coffee. Okay. I have 3. Oh, what do we got? Oh, it's chapter 12, A Hard and High Town. Okay. I haven't been reading these chapters to you guys, but I highly recommend this book. I have it. It's very good. It's very short, but it's very good, and it has some really cool, like, looking art inside of it and stuff, too. So, if you ever get the chance to read Hard and High Town, if you have not read it already, go read it, because it's a very good book. It's got Lady Hawk on the cover. I think it's Hawk. She's got the little, like, blood thing across her nose, like the paint, the red paint. So, definitely go do that. Okay, before I talk to Cole, I'm gonna go get me some more coffee because my throat's being all raspy. So I'll be back in just a second, okay?
Joseph and noble with bright acumen, with grace and charm in hand. Ambassador to the wealthy and shrewd, endeared through the land. Inquisitor surely stands because of these souls we sang. Scout lays harding, swift and cunning, her arrows cut you down to size. Scout lays harding, taught about hunting, laughs alight will flee your eyes. Born of the ground, loyal and sound, Inquisition bound. Scout lays harding, battles calling, Inquisition's bloody prize. Scout lays harding, smile at warning, smirk at fear, and laugh in their eyes. Born of the ground, loyal and sound, Inquisition bound. Scout lays harding, without warning, makes men fall like tarnished crowns. What can be said to all who have fled? The dwarf with a freckled face.
Okay. I is back. Let's talk to our adopted son. I always say our, like I like to include you guys in everything.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Always.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
This is Cole's way of saying, would you kindly fuck off so I can talk to my mom?
You're useful to have around, Cole.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs.
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, it's one of those demon crows.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
So cute. My son has grown up.
I'm pleased for both of you. The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
It's very sweet. It really is. Like, just, like, seeing him finally have someone is amazing. But if you decide to keep him as a spirit, then it's Krim who gets with her. And it's also very sweet because, you know, Krim is very, she's also Tevinter, so she has that same type of, like, attitude that Dorian does. And not just that, but he's transgender. I say she because it's just habit. So it's kind of hard for Krim to, like, you know, be honest with people and stuff like that about who he really is and what he's been through, and, you know, so, like, he gets with the bard here, and it's very sweet. The Gilded Horn's drink menu. We're just going to go down. The Hissing Drake, a bold mix of cinnamon-infused whiskey, dark Illimarin rum, and Hero's Lava Burst, not for the faint of stomach or heart. Hi, honey. Just keep the volume down. Benediction, Prophet's Laurel Gin, served with a wedge of lime and a thimble of golden scythe. The Emerald Valley, made with a spirit distilled by Chantry sisters in Leeds from over 70 herbs and flowers, topped by egg white foam dusted with nutmeg. A Night of Shame, our sweetest Antivan port with a dash of chocolate, bitters, and a twist of orange, served in a flute of chilled Syralt glass. The Randy Dowager, I like that one, rumored to have been concocted by the editor of Orlay's most scandalous periodical herself, a tall glass of abyssal peach liqueur and fresh cream, garnished with sugared rose petals and served on a silk handkerchief with a scandalous rhyming couplet inked on it by the bartender. Very cool. I would like to see someone make these drinks, like in real life, like the, like, you know, the equivalent of them. Hi, Sarah. I will be with you in just 2 seconds. I just want to read about you rudely while I... Sarah's past and now things. Lost in other books, stop leaving them places. Moving again, less stuff, more things, people things. Too many Val somethings. Nameless stupid, or lay. Last when you checked in wasn't worried. A drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol, smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Traveling again and again. Been here before, we're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace, never good. Pack bees. Bet Varric we're in trouble. Varric won't take a sucker bet. In for 10 with Cullen. Don't! Cullen! Stop taking bets. Welcome back. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my skyhold clothes. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittle even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? A drawing of Sarah and Dagna silhouetted by an explosion, bees, and exploding bees. Yeah, she gets with Dagna if you don't get with her. Chargers in the palace, no one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall, still beardy. Aw, that's cute. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone, they never call in everyone. Liliana knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Sarah!
Here's you! And everyone!
Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, herald of everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Bees. Is it bees? Pranks, yes.
Just like best times.
Oh, she didn't say it out loud. There was a glitch. It was just like, we should go prank everyone. Yeah, we get in a pie fight. Dragon Age.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things.
I kind of think I'm going to end
They'll
the
try a
Inquisition this
leash.
time.
Or worse.
Just to see what happens
But
next
maybe
game.
you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
I guess I'll
The
decide when I get
Inquisition's
there.
still needed. No one can question that.
That's the problem. When people need us, they don't need them. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we
Oh,
made
no, that's
an
fine. That's
us.
awesome. Thank you.
Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
Yes.
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken.
Words. Look, we don't want you.
I
We
love
want
you
to be
guys
there for
very
you.
much.
If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
Yeah, I'm way friggin' in. Red Jenny for life.
Well, all I have to say is... Call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us. Because... Wait! Anus! So stupid.
I love that all my friends in this game are slightly
To all my
psychotic.
friends.
They're just like, whoa, we're insane. I'm like,
Always and
I
ever,
know.
Inquisitor.
That's why I let you stay.
Always and ever.
Sarah was never in your grip.
Creepy song is creepy.
She
Ugh.
broke that chick's lute. Rude, Sarah. You're paying for that. Paying for that. Just saying. There's Crimicius. I love Crim. Another one of my favorite characters is Crim.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here.
What happened?
Listen, I need
Demons?
you to keep
It's
the
like,
chief
no.
distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind
Birthday
him.
gifts.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss.
Oh, thank you very
Good to
much.
see you.
I really appreciate it. I really do. I haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a
I
physical
love Bull
barrier.
in this too.
It's more like a magical vibration that
Freddie
repels the
Prinze,
fade.
Bull Jr.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium
I like
shipments
to think
from
that he's just like, pick some
maybe.
weird topics to distract me with there. It's like, did I? You're right. I should have talked about dragons. I mean, not dragons. What?
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification under the reign of Mafrath's son Isarath.
Uh-huh.
Say it. Just say it. Crim's like, we're supposed to be moving this, not drinking.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords?
Yes.
The country is divided
Yes,
into
you should,
10
because I'm going to
governed
give.
by
I give a
10s.
lot of them.
Inside
There's
those
nothing you can do
are
about it.
cities and islands ruled by Arls.
I mean, I will
And
duct
then
tape you to a
there's the
chair
Baron.
and force you to
It's
accept
a
them.
large area of
Just make a video
countryside
and
ruled by
play it on
multiple
loop.
bands.
Good to know.
Trying to get it in the door.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasra, remember?
It's cute though that he's willing to play along to make his group happy.
Oh,
Because this is his family. They're not just the Chargers to him, they're his family. Did you wink at me or blink? I don't... You have one eye, it's hard to tell. Did you wink at me or did you blink?
Hey, boss.
Oh, no, good talk. Good talk. Okay, this says that there's 3 in here and 1 back here. Who's back here? Who's back here? There's people on the other side too. Dorian is on the other side of the map. Oh, it's up. Is it Josephine? Is it, hold on. Let me check. Map. It is Josephine. Okay. So I'm gonna go down here and look for more dog treats. Oh, more Hard Night Town. Sweet. I just have to take the time one of these days and get my book and read for you guys, because it's a really good story. He's like, I climbed this tree to get away from you, and now I'm stuck and you're still complimenting me. It's like, yep. Cullen, the last few years. Cullen, word has spread from Denerim about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. I'm sure you and Alana will find enough danger away from the summit. You always do. Is it worth warning either of you to be careful? It's not. It's not worth it. Branson's here. His son insists I add "hello, Cole" to this letter. He also insists it be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. That's his sister, one of his sisters. Cassandra. Inquisitor. You don't need me to dictate every word exactly, do you? I may be divine, but that doesn't mean I have any particular skill at letter writing. Should I start with a joke? I don't know how to make hours upon hours of meeting with Grand Clerics sound anything less than mind-crushingly tedious. I also don't know how to make a joke about that. Something involving hats, probably. Varric would know. It's very important that I sound reassuring. The Inquisitor has so much to deal with already, and should not have to worry about the state of the Chantry on top of everything else. You can say something about how well the Red Lyrium cleanup efforts have gone, can't you? And perhaps mention that Templars and Mages... No, never mind. That subject has been discussed to death. Well, perhaps mention the play about the Inquisitor's heroism that's being performed in Val Royeaux? That would be good to hear about, I'm sure. Ugh, I'm late for a meeting with some Reverend Mothers from Navarra. Just finish this up with something appropriate. With the grace and benediction of the Maker, Divine Victoria. She had someone dictating... like writing it while she was dictating, they were writing, but it's just funny because like she doesn't know what to say, so she's just like rambling on and the person's just writing. Vivian. Inquisitor, I fear I shall have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halam Shirel. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Aquitarians and the Crocians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties at the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must of course convey the continuing approbation of the Orlesian Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. Cordially, Vivian. Sorry, Vivian. Varric, Inquisitor. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewer in over a month. The Red Lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker the Crazy Cursed Templar is gone," which was remarkably catchy, despite, or maybe because of, the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all this stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led to a lot of ships getting wrecked coming and going, which only made things worse, and then we had rifts open and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out of nowhere. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime, we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace, please. This Viscount shit is boring me to death. Varric. I feel so bad for the guy who has to watch over him and make sure he doesn't just, like, give shit away. He's like, you can't do that. And he's like, I'm an adult. What? I got strength from rotating a picture? God damn, how many more pictures are there? Hi, Charter. Probably. CM's intentions seem sincere. Agent M Palace at party tonight where CM is attending. VP left notes at drop as promised. Servant in green livery seen leaving guest wing of Palace at odd hours. Possible tryst. Madame LV's second cousin is a bard and employee of Duke WM. Lord WG plans to meet Lady GD tonight. Neither of their spouses know. Lord RW plans to meet Lady SR tonight. Their spouses do know. Lord RW's wife encouraged RW to step out with SR so she could have some peace and quiet to herself. Good to know. Ooh, they brought my wardrobe. They brought my wardrobe. Where's my armor? What? I want to see. Ooh, I'm shiny. I'm shiny! What's the other one look like? Just want to check it out. Not shiny enough. But kind of my style. I like the darker stuff, but I do like to stand out. I like the enemy to know exactly where I am at all times. Iron Bull. Thank you for sending the chargers to assist in dealing with the demons attacking Montefort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perendel. The Iron Bull in particular defeated the would-be usurper in combat. We must protest the actions of the Bull's chargers in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by Red Lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of your Dwarven miner collapsing the better part of a mountain on the enemy force was hardly necessary. The Bull's chargers were of great assistance in driving back the demons that attacked the shores of Lake Calenhad. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magic barriers. This is what I'm talking about. Because she always tells everyone, it's a bow! Why can't the mages use bows and shit? Because in the base game, the Inquisitor says, very clearly, I don't need the staff. So that would lead me to believe that I don't have to use one if I don't want to. Dorian! Inquisitor, it was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I have had only the society of Maevaris' fledgling Lucerni party. Junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal, and so wildly inept at politics, May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally immolates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerni alive through the usual schedule of Minrathous scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully Josephine can diffuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. We should really catch up in person, don't you agree, Dorian? Of course! My adorable little man. Oh, I love him so much. I just can't. Oh, oh, there's a bone. And a nug. There's a magical nug. Let's see what, well, it's not a hellscape yet, but soon. Someday. You guys just wait and see. I guarantee it. I'm good at the whole hellscape business. Oh, sweet. I'm getting all the chapters to Harden Hightown. I like that. It's right there! Ping it! There we go. We're going to adopt that dog, Cullen, no matter how many bones I have to collect. I like that I just pick up random shit. I'm like, oh, I like trash. It's like, you do? No. Turn in research. Oh, I had some teeth on my person. Yeah, I can synchronize all my collectibles. Okay, so Blackwall was back here. I think I can go to the other side now. I think that was everyone on this side of the map. Let's see, Blackwall, Cole, Sarah, Iron Bull, Josephine. Yes, yes, I can go to the other side now. So I gotta go, I talked to Varric, so I need to go past Varric over to my lovey. And then Dorian is over here, there's Liliana, Vivian, Dorian's up here with that guy. Alright.
Changeable weather this season.
Are you talking about real weather or like murder weather? Because I'm into either. Any more bones? Yeah, look. Where is he? He's over there playing with the dog. It's adorable. Just want to check the corners before I head on over to have this conversation with his awesome awesomeness. Hold on, two seconds. 2 seconds, Cullen. Okay. I don't have the other DLC. I don't have Jaws of Hakon.
Not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
Oh yeah. He's trying to teach the dog to dodge stuff. And he won't. He's like, take it. Look how big that thing is. It's huge.
Found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay.
It's cute though.
Merchant
That
said
he
he was
likes.
abandoned.
It's like, I'm
Perhaps his
taking him.
owners
He's
tired of
mine.
the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
Supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
Okay, we can take him home.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. You should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to.
Me, the Inquisitor. That's you. Cullen, this is gonna be my dog. You know that, right?
The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Still, I've found certainty in my life now. The Council won't change that. Marry me.
The dog's,
What?
the dog's
I
face.
mean, will you... I had a plan, and it wasn't a dog, but
So
you were...
cute.
It doesn't matter. I've thought of little else, and I don't need a plan. Only to know if you would.
I just love that it segued into that from the dog. You know? Like, he's like, yeah, I like this dog, marry me. And then we can take it home to my sister. It's like, wait, what? We'll do this one. I like the heart reactions. I would like Dalish Vows is neat, because, like, it's marrying them in the way of her people. Which, why not just do it both ways? That's what I would do. I'd get married like him, and then I'd go and have a Dalish ceremony taken care of. I think that would be really cute. I wonder who does. Oh, I bet if Solus were here, he'd do our vows. Probably. Yeah, let's do the heart one. I like both, but let's do the heart one.
I would. Cullen, I will.
Love you.
You will.
So happy.
People will notice the Inquisitor marrying her commander in the middle of the Exalted Council.
It won't go over well. We know a few people who can keep things secret.
For now. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so sweet.
Just know, everything feels like it was worth fighting for.
Aw, Cullen.
It was.
This is the part where you make a promise.
Oh, I love that she's doing it too. It's so cute.
I swear unto the Maker and the Holy Andraste to love this woman the rest of my days.
So cute. I love that the dog is there. It makes me so happy. Aww. So cute. Now I get to go tell people about it. You're welcome. You're welcome for the... Nope.
There you are. I just realized I'm greeting my wife. I rather like this.
You're welcome. Look, I know Cullen's adorable, but stop tagging him. I'm trying to give this dog bones. I think that's all I got right now. There's a few, though. While the gazebo is available for festive occasions, deposits are non-refundable in cases of flood, fire, or imperial whim. Book accordingly. Thank you for marrying us, cool lady. Alright, talk to my husband. Let's go talk to Leliana.
Will you walk with me?
Is that a hood on there, or just a big collar? I would totally have a hood made of scales.
The
I think
first
it is a
time
hood.
I
It
came
is.
to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns,
Lots of murder.
more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Everything changes. People, most of all.
Yes. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes,
'cause they're a bunch of wieners.
consider giving them what they want.
I've thought about it. Ending the Inquisition wouldn't be so bad.
You misunderstand. They cannot act against what they cannot see.
Truth.
Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Yeah, she's not wrong. I mean, if you can work from the shadows, why not? I mean, it sucks to publicly say, okay, the Inquisition's over, but then you send a letter to all your friends. Just kidding. Come back.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
As always. Okay. That's my man. There's Vivienne. Hey, Vivienne. 1 second. Gotta see if there's any bones. Gotta see if there's any dog bones.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
What? She just does things without asking. 'Cause she loves me.
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I
love how
you.
she lounges on that couch.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
Spa day. It's a girl day.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
I like the trees. Also, I love that they're running around doing weird shit.
Relax,
while we're just
darling.
hanging out.
It's spa day. How have you been?
Yeah, Vivian
It
always
seems
looks so
ages since
elegant,
we've
and I'm just
spoken.
like doing like the man
How are
spread.
things with our dear Commander Cullen?
Things are excellent. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad to hear it. You've done so much, darling. You deserve to be happy.
Vivian's actually a really good person. I really love her. She grows on you.
You must be keeping very busy.
The Circle needs more supervision than a toddler. It may master using the privy on its own any day now.
I love her sauce. Oh yeah, that's
Don't
right.
you feel better,
The
my
people
dear?
working here were
This
chasing
place really does
Sarah
work
around trying to
miracles.
stop her.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
It's just sweet that Vivian, like, she took the time to just give me a moment to relax. And I really love that. More Hardened Hightown. Is it banana on a stick or just a weapon?
Darling, what can I do for you?
Nothing, I'm just checking on you. Just wanted to, what? Hold on. Did that ping something? Or, no, it was just her. Okay. Ah, shower! Rusty armor. No bones. Okay, I need to go upstairs now, I think. Yeah. I need to go talk to my best friend. Slash main love interest because he's all that in a bag of potato chips. Fucking love Dorian. I just can't help it. He's adorable. Did I pass something? I thought it pinged for a second. No, it didn't. Okay. Like spaced out. Have you ever done that when you're playing a game? You're like running your character and like you slightly space out, so you just kind of like don't see what you were doing. There's one here. I can feel it. Oh, there it is. Stuck in that planter. I gotta give the dog all the bones. Don't worry, I'll read important stuff to you guys. Just, no, I'm not gonna read Varric's entire book right now. Oh yeah, there's Arl Tegan. And Cassandra. Let's, okay, let's go talk to Dorian first. Because I just want to talk to Dorian. Where is he? There he is! Dorian! Dorian!
Ole is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not
Oh
a
god,
thing
look
to
at him.
lose
He's got his
sight of.
arms crossed.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling
It's
it
never
with a net
good.
and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must
Oh,
meet.
I love that he'll just drop a meeting to come talk to me. He's like, get out of my way.
Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old.
You're in your 30s.
It's good to see you, my
Not
friend.
that old.
Thrilled to be at the Exalted Council, Lord Parvis.
Oh, riveted. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador.
At least it was you.
That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
He's the best. Hello.
Inquisitor,
Ugh.
The Duke Cyril
I wanted to
Montfort,
catch up with my best
member
friend.
of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
I blew that up on
More
accident.
than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose.
Oh, sure.
Whatever happens,
Orlesians are
Inquisitor,
good at playing the
I
game,
wish
and
you
Fereldans are very aggressive. They get all up in your business, Fereldans, but Orlesians do the whole behind-the-scenes thing. I like your chair. Can I take it? Scandalous gossip. Dearest Jay, I agree it is surprising that the Fereldans come as equals, but the Exalted Council is in the heart of Southern Orlais. It cannot be lost on our neighbors. Empress Celine came out for the first ceremonies and retired into her chambers for the rest of the talks. A day later, Marquis Riala came visiting on important matters of state. Suffice to say, I do not think we will see them at the council. Celine and the rabbit cavort like lovers half their age. Of course, the foolish assume our empress is so distracted that they might safely overreach themselves, an idea even more disastrous than the new carpeting in the northern wing. That shade of lime, really? Yeah, the empress is never, like, not paying attention. She's always paying attention. This fountain was erected in commemoration of the end of the Civil War and the slaying of Crupius by the Blessed Herald of Andraste, Inquisitor Alana Lavalin, in the 42nd year of the Dragon Age. Let the song of its water be as laughter, let the cool of its stone be as memories gone. Stop erecting things for me. I get it, I'm cool, alright? All the kids want to dress as me for Christmas. Dorian, where'd you go, my love?
Watch your tongue.
What's your tongue? There he is. Excuse me. Move! Dorian. Dorian. Oh no, he's downstairs now. That's right. Yeah, he went down next to the little thing because they're having a little party. A little get together without me because he was afraid to tell me something. What?
Such changeable weather this season.
A dispatch from the Crown of Ferelden. To our honored friend, Arltegan, thank you for attending this exalted council. We trust you implicitly with Ferelden's wishes and to fight for the security of our borders. Messengers will be dispatched daily so that you are not cut off from us as you undertake this duty. May it be with you, King Alistair and Queen Honora of Ferelden. A postscript has been scribbled faintly at the bottom. Good luck, Uncle. If there's anyone I'd rather have there than me, it's you, or anyone else, really. But thanks for braving the lion. It's like, I don't like it.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Not at all. The Earl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Venerin. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
Hello.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is
Your
beyond
perfection.
me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
I appreciate knowing where Ferelden stands.
You are owed that, Inquisitor, especially here.
These Orlesians will talk circles around you before you
I
get
do
a
like
simple greeting
straightforwardness.
out.
Tiptoeing
I won't
around
keep you
something is
longer.
stupid.
We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Yeah, honesty is best. Like, that's the thing about Orlais, is Orlais is very much... they're like the type of people who will play around a matter, trying to twist and manipulate things the way they want. That's just the way they are. It's just them as people. Alright, now I gotta go find Dorian, who is over here. And then I gotta go talk to Cassandra, who is back over there on the other side, I think. There you are, my sweets. Bull's already
As
unconscious.
the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles.
Speech! Speech!
I love it. They
Way
nicknamed
too much
he
speech.
nicknamed him Sparkles.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor, you're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts.
Oh my god, look at that face. That's the face of disappointment.
And you didn't know.
It's like, you lied to me? You're hiding
Okay,
things
folks,
from your best
time
friend?
to take the party elsewhere.
Tom never wanted any. I swear.
I just like to imagine, like, Sarah grabbing one horn, Cole grabbing the other, and them just dragging him. Like, he's so heavy. Nah, he's fine. Who's gonna mess with the bull?
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating
Tevinter's
me on
so
assuming his seat in
fucking
the magisterium.
backwards.
We only met.
Your
a few
dad
times
said,
while I was
congratulations. It's like, what?
home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Maevaris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do.
I love how he's like, you
We'll
can't
be
do
an
that, and I'm
actual
like,
faction in the
I think I
magisterium.
can.
I'll
Just
teach
kind of
them
show
manners,
up out of nowhere.
Take them shopping. It'll be fun.
So you'll truly be a magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
Yep.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
I wish you safe travels, and the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice...
He thinks that the
Magic.
Inquisitor is just gonna not show up.
You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me.
Inquisitor is just like, he like starts talking on his little sending crystal, and then like he hears like his voice.
Perhaps my only
And
friend.
he's like, wait.
That will never change, no matter where we
Inquisitor's in
are.
the next room.
Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
So like, what, you thought you could just get rid of me? Wrong-o, I show up where I want, when I want.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
Yeah, we gotta shock people, don't we, bro? Just be like, yeah, so, He's my best friend. And they're like, that guy from Tevinter? Yeah. I got my bones. Did I just get the one? I must have. Yes. I say that every time my Inquisitor looks in the mirror. It's good to see you. Alright, we gotta go talk to Cassandra. She's all the way over here. There she is.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you.
Alright, awesome.
And now
Thank
you're
you.
here.
And have a good nighttime. And if I'm not here when you get back, then thank you for coming in. And I love you lots.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
Face.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
So cute.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be
She's
your
not
friend.
good with this stuff.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart,
Bye
my
bye.
friend.
I'll have a good
no
work
matter
day.
What
Work
anyone
night.
might tell you.
That's a lovely sentiment, Cassandra.
Marriage is much more than a lovely sentiment, Inquisitor.
Marriage?
Cullen is not hard on the eyes, I'll give him that. But if you truly intend to... You're not proposing to anyone.
No, I was proposed to. Like 2 seconds ago.
I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Can...
Cullen and I already eloped.
You did? Here in the palace? Oh, the garden would be perfect for a wedding. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things.
Yep.
But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Okay. I think we're going to save it here. And we're going to end it here for now. We've already talked to all of our friends, which means that we can begin the Exalted Council, so that's what we're going to do next time, is begin the Exalted Council. Cole, talk to the
Hello.
enemy. Ah, goodbye. But yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I know that I am. I always do. I've played this game so many times, I've lost count. So hopefully you guys will like this. Hopefully you'll see my choices and either decide to do something different, or maybe you want to do the same, depending on what character you romance and stuff like that. Like taking Dorian with you on your little like adventure into the little Fade area here when you're doing Trespasser is really sweet, especially at the end when you tell him that you love him and then he's all like, I knew you were gonna break my heart, and you're like, don't sound sad, don't cry, please. It'll hurt me. But yeah, this game is awesome. I hope that you guys get around to playing it if you haven't, and I hope you guys get around to playing it 50 more times if you have, because it's that kind of game. So yeah, love you guys very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!